Up in just a moment. All right, the NFL draft moved to prime time this year, and as expected, Jerry Jones jumped into the national spotlight head first by making a trade in the first round to draft receiver Dez Bryant. Now, Dallas ended up drafting only 2 players in the first 3 rounds, but they did finish the draft with a total of 6 selections. But the Cowboys owner and general manager's work has just begun. He's now busy looking for diamonds in the rough.
We'll probably have the largest numbers of free agents that we've had in several years that we're signing. And it has to do with how many roster spots that you have, and has a lot to do with the fact that we only drafted 7 players. We know we've had some good luck with this and got a good story to tell when you can throw Romo out there that it can happen to you, or Miles Austin. We've had some good luck in this area. Boy, we noticed down there about 5 and 6 away, that thing got to twitching and nervous.
New England has traded the 24th pick to the Dallas Cowboys.
Just in my head, I was just saying, Cowboys, they have to pick me, they have to pick me.
Everybody started getting fidgety and talking in tongues.
The Dallas Cowboys select Dez Bryant.
It's the old adage, your coach tells you to see the ball before it's hit and make the play on it before it's hit. We saw it coming.
I feel like everything happened for a reason, and my dream is always to be with the Dallas Cowboys.
He was a Cowboy in college. He becomes a Cowboy in the NFL. Now, corralling this Cowboy a little bit is one of the issues that comes with this pick.
My freshman year, I had mistakes, and I learned from them, and I matured, and I feel like I'm on the right path now.
But Jerry Jones has received some experience in these matters.
One of the first things I said after we made the pick was get number 88 out.
Well, I know a little bit about it. I know Michael Irvin. I know he wore.
I think that Dez has a chance to make the kind of impact that people that have worn this jersey before.
I'm excited to wear that, and I'm very excited that he think that I can be a great player and I deserve that number.
Are you capable to step in and be that productive #1 receiver?
Say what now? What kind of question is that?
It was the question a year ago. Can he be the 3rd receiver? Becomes the question now.
You're going to ask me, well, does Roy start? And the answer is yes.
And that is another issue with this pick.
If Dez Bryant is the player Jerry thinks he is, and Miles Austin is the player Jerry thinks he is, considering what Roy Williams cost him, is this draft proof that Jerry is finally admitting Roy Williams is not the player he thought he was?
Well, I think that the real question would be, if he were the player we thought he was, would I have still drafted Dez Bryant? And the answer is yes.
What to do with Roy Williams, and should they even care?
Well, you can play 4 wide receivers, you know. You don't have to play 3. You can play 4.
And I could tell you that receiver wasn't a need position. It wasn't a need position. That says that much more about what we think of Dez Bryant. It's more about what Bryant is than what Roy isn't.
What Jerry isn't is forgetful. Remember his famous phrase from a year ago?
How about having all 3 of those guys out there on the field at the time? If you're going to spend some money and you're going to allocate roster spots and you're going to make it Romo friendly. Seriously.
Building around Romo may be the most important issue that comes with this pick.
I feel great in her, you know. Like I said, it's just unbelievable right now. I'm speechless.
From Valley Ranch, for The Score, this is Steve Dennis.
All right, Tony Romo failed to defend his title in the Adams Golf Pro Scratch Championship this week at Lakewood Country Club. But before you get all wound up that Romo is not taking his responsibilities as the Cowboys quarterback seriously, maybe the reason he failed to defend his title is that he's thinking about nothing but football. After his round, Romo talked about Roy Williams, his receiving corps, and the Cowboys' off-season attitude at Valley Ranch.
And I think to be a part of the Cowboys right now, you have to be committed to the approach and to wanting to win and get better every year. And you know, we got a lot of guys like that right now, and that gives us a chance. We're pretty deep at the receiver position, and you know, say what you want about who's a 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever that is, but I promise you, whoever makes our team, I'm very comfortable with going 1 to 5 when they get put in a position to catch a ball. I think Roy, you know, you don't luck your way into having some of the seasons he had, and he's doing a great job right now. being committed, being up there all the time, and working hard. And throwing with him lately, it's been, you know, as good as we've ever been lately. So that's exciting. I expect him to have a real good year next year.
All right, and Jerry Jones said after the draft that Roy Williams is still his starting receiver. What that means is Roy Williams has either gotten a lot better or they made a mistake on drafting Dez Bryant, because Dez Bryant should overhaul Roy Williams before the season starts. All right.